back to my channel, guys. I am so excited for today's video. It was one that I did out on a limb, on a whim. Like I was just kind of like, let's do this. As you guys saw the title, I'm sure you saw the title. We're all readers here, so I'm assuming you read the title. I don't even. I was like, wait, what are we doing? Today we're talking about all of the series that I really want to buy, that I have not bought yet, that I have not read yet. Like, I don't know what the heck I'm going to call this, honestly. Because it's like popular series I haven't read yet, but also just all the series I haven't read yet that I want to read. I was going to do an updated version of all the series I'm currently in the middle of, but I was going to wait until it would be a lot. A lot of the books would be the same as they were in that. A lot of the series would be the same in the one that I just did like a month ago. So I was like, it's not the time. So I thought it would be fun to talk about and get your opinion on all the series that I've not bought yet. And so you guys can help me pick which ones I should buy first. Two I have here that I do have. The rest of them I haven't, for the most part, I haven't bought, haven't read, anything like that. So I thought it was fun and fresh. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Honestly, please comment your favorite series down below. I know there are so many out there that you don't even think of, and you're like, oh yeah, even interconnected, standalone. Like, there are just so many series out there that it's insane. It's hard to not read a series and not to start a series, so I just have to accept them. So, first, if you guys like book series, if you guys like looking at my Amazon cart, if you guys like all the nerdy things, then definitely give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. Look what I got today. I got him off of Shein. He's so cute. And so he just looks so good, and I love him so much. Anyway, I like all kinds of book series. A lot of series are, for the most part, like fantasy, that kind of stuff. But for interconnected standalones, those are more like romances and that kind of stuff, where like the two characters from the books, each book are like related in some way, but you don't necessarily need to read them all. So again, that's just the difference there, but I would read either one. So again, comment down below your favorites. Which one do I need to buy first? The two that I have, I'm so excited about this. I don't know if I showed you this in a video recently, but I'm going to show you again because I got From Blood and Ash. I need to start this so bad. This is both the first book, but I got this one at Target because look at how freaking, oh my gosh, I just spit. Look at how freaking gorgeous this is. It is stunning. And I honestly, something about this, the longer pages really made me want to read it way more than this one. I want to read From Blood and Ash so bad. I'm pretty sure this is vampires, and you know, it was fine. I was like, I'm in. I've heard about this. I think it was like, if you like Serpents and the Wings at Night, you'll like this, or like a lot of the recommendations for fantasies that once I finish, this was always like the next option. And so I'm like, I need to start this ASAP, and I really want to start it. But I don't know what the heck I was going to say, but I have two. And this one just looks so intimidating. This one looks a little bit less intimidating because you can see it's a little bit smaller. So I have that one. Only the first book. I think there were freaking like a billion. Okay, I think there was like 7 books in this series. It looks like a lot. And I don't know if it's done yet or still going or what, but I'm like, whoa. I don't know. The other one that I have is Renegades by Marissa. I'm so excited to start with this series. I've heard such good things. Oh good, it's not in third person. Is From Blood and Ash in third person? No. Okay, good. It's the big books for me that are in third person that are so hard. But, it's fine. We'll make it work. But this one is so exciting. I honestly don't know that much about Marissa Maya or Renegades, but I heard it was fun and fresh. I think this is like sci-fi-ish. Something like that. So I'm very excited about this. This is one of those books that everyone's loving right now, along with like The Naturals and like all those books. So those are the two that I already have that I'll be reading before the end of the year to start their series. But yes. Alright, so let's go over to my Amazon. I'm just going to scoot over for a little bit just so I can show you guys the pictures of them. So you're picking up what I'm putting down. The first book that I really want to start, the first series I really want to start is the Scarlet, what is it called? That's the problem too. Like, I never know what the series called. I just call it by the first book because that's what some series do. Well, some authors do. Whatever. This is called the Lochlin Feuds. I don't know. The first book is Scarlet Princess by Robin D. Malley and L. Madison, or is that one long name? I'm not sure. But Sarah Caroli just talked about the series, and it seemed interesting. It seems like short, breezy, fun read. So I was like, I want to try it. It's cute. It's fun. It's fresh. I actually though did borrow it on Kindle Unlimited. I just obviously haven't read it yet. But that they do have that on Kindle Unlimited, which is a nice thing. Okay, speaking of the Naturals, I probably should have just started with this one. But of course I want to read the entire Natural series. This is a 4-book series. I think it's like, is it 4 in a novella? I don't know, but right now it's only 4 on the back, but I'm pretty sure, I thought there was a novella attached to one of these books, if I remember people talking about it. I don't know. Anyway, it's a book series, and I'm so excited about this. It says, okay, first of all, I love Criminal Minds. I haven't watched it in a long time. I'm gonna be honest, because too much is too much. But like, I loved it for a long time. I love Spencer Reid, and I love Penelope Garcia. Like, I love Derek Morgan. Like, I loved the OGs. So when they re-brought it back, I have not watched the re-brought it back, because I was like, if I'm gonna get nightmares, like, I need Spencer Reid to at least be in the TV show. Whatever. I digress. But I used to love that show. And so people just describe this as Criminal Minds, but make it YA, and so I'm like, yeah. I did ask for that for Christmas though, so I probably won't buy that. Like, if I buy it, I'll buy it after Christmas, because then that means I didn't get it, but hopefully I get it for Christmas. I'm so excited. I want it so bad. But yes. Okay, the next one is it's called the Beasts of Briar trilogy. The first one is called Bonded by Thorns. I honestly don't even remember what this is about, but I read it a lot and I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I think this one also you could get on, Kindle Unlimited, so I think I have it there. I just, again, haven't read it. 4 Beastly Princes, 1 Awkward Bookworm, An Enchanted World of Fae, Magic, and Danger. Like, yeah. Enough said. I had to have, okay, I should start by saying this. Rarely do I ever put anything on my, like, in my Amazon cart or, like, about to purchase it, unless I've heard someone talk about it, especially when it comes to, like, fantasies, because I don't want to just be picking up crazy crap, you know what I mean? So, like, 9.5 times out of 10, it's because someone talked about it, so I'm like, someone raved about it, I trust that I put that in there. I never, like, read on my own, for right now, I never, like, find stuff on my own, because I feel like there's so many, like, recommendations out there that I'm like, I gotta read these first, and then I'll start to look on my own a little bit more, but for now, I gotta get these recommendations down, you know what I mean? I think that was by, like, Raven-Haired Reader, her on YouTube. I'm not sure her actual name, but I'm pretty sure this one was her recommendation too. This was a beautiful Surrender by, Rachel Mays. Don't know anything about the author. Don't know anything about this book. It also is on Kindle Unlimited. Right now there's two. It says book 1 of 2, so it's a duology. Unless they're coming out with more. A Beautiful Surrender is the first book in a spicy dystopian romance trilogy. Okay, so it's a trilogy, but also, yes. Enough said. That's all I need to know. If you read it, let me know. Yeah. I like to have like paperbacks. You know, I like to have copies of books, but I also appreciate a book that, like, you can just get on Kindle Unlimited, because, like, right now I don't have the space to be buying all these series and stuff and all these books, but I also obviously want to read them, so I'm like, yes, I'll get them on Kindle Unlimited for now, and then when I have the space, or, like, when I, want to buy it one day, like, or have the money, like, I'll buy it, so it's like, you could complete it in a few, like, accomplish reading it in a few different ways that don't involve me putting the book on my shelf. That's great, because again, I don't have the space for it, and if I don't like it or whatever the case may be. it's fine. So I appreciate Kindle Unlimited. All right, next, I think this one, no, this was definitely also, oh my gosh, I think it's Raven-Haired Reader. I think that's her name. I know you know what I'm talking about. So I know you know who I'm talking about. So she has been talking about Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. I need to read this so bad. It's freaking $18 though. But I think this is it a trilogy or a duology? It's, right now it only has one book, but I know that there's gonna be multiple books. The first line just says, Princess, Prisoner, Runaway, Queen. Yeah, I'm in. Let's go. I heard that the other book is coming out either soon or like I know she was saying like I cannot wait for the next book. And so honestly, I'm excited. It's called the Fear the Flames Fear the Flames series. So that's just the first book name. So that's nice. But I'm excited about that one. Oh my gosh, this one, I think this was the last one that was from her, but I can't remember even if it was. But this is, I also have this one on Kindle Unlimited. I think they also had the last one too on Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, they had Fear the Flames, and then this one, which is the Faded Creations trilogy. So this first book is called Bound and Barbed by Samantha R. Goody. $20 book. Oh my gosh. A heinous arrangement, a hidden bond, a hallowed vow. You tell me, yes or no? Yeah, I'm there. I'm in it. So I'm so excited about that one. Again, I don't want to read too much. I always think books are better when you go in their blinds. Welcome to my channel. I don't talk about books really. I talk a lot, but not about the book. So what are we talking about, Marissa? No, I just mean like I just don't like to read the. I don't like to read the backs because sometimes I think authors put way too much information. Like I don't want to know all that. Other times, I just like to be surprised, and so even if it seems like, oh, that's not a spoiler or something like that, sometimes I won't even, if I'm excited about a book, I won't even watch, like, people's review on them, even if they say they're spoiler-free. I'm like, I just don't want to know anything, like, any conclusion you came to that you didn't have before reading, I don't want to know. And so I know that's not everyone. I know some people like to know, like, even just, like, the general idea of a thing, but like for me, I'm like, I just need to know, is it good? Do I need it? Yes. A few like staple vibes, like give me not even all the tropes, like give me main trope, give me like rating, spice level, like is it neat, like spice level, and then do I need to read it? Like that's it. Like I don't need that much. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. This is definitely just me. I don't know. Let me know. Okay. And then, of course, I want to read The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I also asked for this for Christmas. So I know it's early, so we're talking about Christmas, but my family does like a Secret Santa kind of Christmas. So we all pick a person, and then we only get presents for that one person because we're all like older, and we all want expensive stuff. So, so that was why we did that. But, it's still way off, but still. This is one of those famous series that everyone loves. This is 3 books, and I know that they just came out with a spin-off series, so I'm excited that it's just growing, and I'm like, there's more. I just heard Jennifer Lynn Barnes is like chef's kiss, so I'm excited about that one, and obviously, and In the Naturals is written by her as well, so excited about that. This one is like the only reason, I'm gonna be honest, the only reason why I have not bought this book yet and read it is because of the freaking packaging. This is the Chestnut Spring series. So I was like, oh yeah, like I'll buy I was like, okay, I'll buy them. So when you first look it up, like I think when they first released, I don't know, but when I first like heard about it, I only saw the freaking hideous covers with like the people on the cover, and that was like, heck no, those are so ugly to me. I'm like, I don't want those real people on the cover. I really don't. Well, then they came out with the one cover that I guess now they're phasing out. So the first 2 books on Amazon, the first book on Amazon, I don't think you can get, and then the second cover, and that breaks my heart. But now the 3rd cover I think is just as ugly as the people on the cover. I'm like, I don't want this book on my shelf. I don't want it. You can actually get them on whatchamacallit, on Kindle Unlimited. I'm pretty positive you can. Yeah, they're available for Kindle Unlimited, which is nice. But I'm like, it's like one of those things. It's so annoying. I'm like, I don't want to buy the series, but I don't want to not have the series because it's such an iconic series that I know everyone would want me to have it. First world problems. I don't know what to do. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know. Anyway, but I've heard good things. And I know that for me, the book I really want to read, I think it's the one with is it accidental pregnancy trope? I think that's the one I want to read, or like single dad, something like that. It was one of them, like there's a kid involved, and right now I just loved Out on the Limb so much, so I'm like, I need more. So that's the only reason why I'm super interested. I heard it's small town, spicy romance, but like, I don't know. Cowboys? I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I could feel different when I read it. Right now, not super excited, but I know everyone loves it so much, so I'm like, okay, gotta read it. You know what I mean? Okay. This series I actually started. This is from, what was I gonna say? I don't know. This is North Queen by Nicola Teich. I don't know how to say her name. I was telling you guys I was so excited about this. It sounded so good. The Return of a Lost Heir, A Conflicted Duty, blah, blah, blah. Maybe if I read this, it'll get me more excited to read this still. But this is, you could get them on all three of the books on Kindle Unlimited. But they're in third person, which is not that serious. But again, a big, meaty book in third person is a lot for me. Also, the beginning of this book starts off so good. You're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? This girl wakes up in the forest. She has no idea who she is. She's like going crazy. So she meets some guys try to like take her. And she's like, no. And so they go follow her into the forest. And they're like, the friends stay outside, and then I think it's two guys go in after her, and they're like, guys, get out of the forest, like, you know you can't be in this forest. And the girl's like, what? Like, what are they talking about? And the guy's like, yeah, like, well, hold on. So, then, whatever, they find her, and they're, like, gonna take her, and she's like, no. She's fighting them, and then the one guy ends up, like, taking his knife to himself. And everyone's like, huh? And then the other guy's like, oh my gosh. And then the other guy does the same thing. And he says to the girl, like, it's your fault, you're a witch. And the girl's like, huh? And then the guys on the outside are like, oh my gosh. And so it was a lot. And then you find out that she's this queen who was a lost princess who they were waiting to come back to make her queen. But she has no memories. Which is not that bad. Hey. It's just, I don't know, the losing the memories in third person is not doing it for me. So I stopped reading it, but I might have to get back to it because I love the covers of these books so much that I'm like, I really, really, really want to read them. And I want to buy them because they're so pretty, but I'm like, Marissa, that is a horrible reason to want to buy a book. It really just is. It is. But it's fine. Okay, next I really want to start, this is really bad, this is called the Shepherd King series, which I'm sure you all have heard of recently. The first book is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, and everyone's been talking about this. Again, I have no idea what this is about. I think it's spooky ooky, so I'm like it's not gonna be an instant purchase, like, you know, eventually it'll be like, it's like one I'm like waiting to hear a little bit more about. I'll probably end up reading this one too, just to read a little bit about this. For fans of Uprooted and For the Wolf comes a dark, lushly gothic fantasy about a maiden who must unleash the monster within to save her kingdom, but the monsters in her head isn't the only threat lurking. I just don't know about the gothic. I'm like, I don't know if I would like that, so we'll see about that one, but it's on my radar. It's in my saved list. Alright, this one has been, I got recommendations for this. I know everyone loves this. Okay, this is the thing that I hate about this series. This is the Knock 'Em Out series by Lucy Score. I'm sure you all know about this. But the thing that I hate, these books are mad big. And I know everyone has a different favorite. Excuse me. Everyone has a different favorite. Everyone has a different least favorite. And so the problem with that is that obviously I don't know which one I'm gonna like and which one I'm gonna hate, but like I have not heard very many reviews where people said, oh, I like all three of them equally. They're both like it's a 5-star series. I've never heard people love all three of them 5-star worthy. I've heard a lot of people give like 1 4, 1 3.5, 1 5. You know what I mean? So that's I hate that. But also the biggest complaint that I heard across the board, no matter which one you like and don't like, is that they're too big, that they're too long, that some of them are too long and have too much, and you're like, what's going on in here? I don't know. No, that was insane. I just don't know if I want to put myself through that, but I just might, because I'm like, for the bookers, the booktubers, maybe I'll do a reading vlog, like reading all three of them. Oh my gosh, that'll be fun and fresh, because now the three are out, and so I think that's all that's gonna be. But they're big books, honey. They're big books. I have by a thread that I have not read because it's just massive, and I'm like, a romance. I read a book that was 270 something pages. It was a romance, and I'm like, this is beautiful. This is lovely. I gave that book 5 stars. I won't tell you what it is because it's gonna spoil. But I gave that book 5 stars, and less than 300 pages. Beautiful story. You can do so much in 300 pages. You don't need to be 600 pages. So I don't know about that. Okay, that's the only iffy one. This one I am so freaking excited for. I'm nervous and excited as well. But this one I'm more, I'm nervous, but I'm gonna read it, like, even though I'm so nervous. The other ones that I'm nervous about, I may not read. The verdict's still out on those, but this one I know I'm gonna read either way. It's Red Rising by Pierce Brown. The reason why I really want to read this is because my cousin actually, like, reached out to me, and he was like, hey, like, I saw you started, like, a book channel, like, that's so cool. What are you currently reading? We were talking about Percy Jackson, and he was like, do you only read, like, YA? And I'm like, no, but, like, honestly, when I'm, like, talking to people about books, it's, like, the safest to just talk about, like, the Percy Jackson series to gauge where other people are at. Because I'm like, if I say, like, Hooked, Emily McIntyre, people are like, what? You know, you're like, whoa, okay. So I gotta start off and, like, gauge where other people are at so we know we're on the same page of talking about. But I read so many different, like, ages that it's, like, fine. Like, there's always a place we can meet. But this is where we met with Red Rising. And I was like, I've not read it, but I've heard amazing things. And so I'm excited about it. He was like, it's so good, so you should read it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So this is sci-fi. And I'm really excited about this. Hunger Games on Mars. That's what I've heard. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's take it to Mars. We've had Hunger Games in the Hunger Games. We've had Hunger Games in Powerless. Now we need Hunger Games in Red Rising. Like, let's do it all. Let's do it all. Let's compare them all. Actually, we've had Hunger Games with vampires. Hunger Games with people with superpowers, Hunger Games with humans, and Hunger Games on Mars with aliens. So we're doing it all. I don't know if they're aliens, but you know what I'm saying. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. Anyway, I think that might have been the last one, but I'm going to check my Goodreads real quick just to make sure. Oh, I've heard this series is good, but I don't know. I feel like it's one of those series that I'll come back to at the end of all my other series. Okay, no, but when I'm, like, kind of not sure where to go, like, when I'm kind of, I feel like I've read all the ones that I'm super excited about, and I'm kind of just going through, I'll come back to this one. But this is Legendborn by Tracy Dion. I've heard good things, but I don't know, like, what it is. I think it's YA. It has 4.38 stars on Goodreads, which is not bad. I think it was Haley Pham who talked about this, and I saw it one time. I know someone commented on one of my videos too, so that's where it was on my radar. So I am excited about it. I just don't know how fast I'm gonna, like, read it, you know, like how soon I'm gonna read it. Okay, I also have this series, which I'm, like, honestly, I'm scared to embark on this journey. The journey that is Throne of Glass, Sarah J. Maas. Because am I insane, or is there a 1,000-page book in this series? Did I hear that right, or am I bugging? Because I feel like I heard that, and there's no way. There's no way. No way. No, I won't do it. So, No, I genuinely also haven't heard that much about the Throne of Glass series. I honestly am not as obsessed with ACOTAR as everyone else is. Okay, I love the characters, I do, but like everything else, like I really am excited to have the ACOTAR stuff continued, like the series to continue. I haven't even finished the first five though. I have the fifth one left, but or the fourth one, whatever, the orange one. Yeah, I have that one left, the biggest one. And I will obviously read when more of those come out, but there's something, like, there's nothing to me, I'm about to say it, there's nothing about the writing that to me, I'm like, oh, I need to read more Sarah J. Maas. I'm gonna be honest. There are some authors where I'm like, the writing is incredible. Carissa Broadbent, oh my gosh. Even Rebecca Yarros, Rebecca Ross, all the Rebeccas, I need to change my name to Rebecca. I made that joke in my head a long time ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to share it. So I need to change my name to Rebecca when I go to publish. Anyway, tangent over. There are just so many authors that I think are so good at, like, fantasy, you know, subplot romance, whatever, all these things. Stephanie Garber even, I crave her writing sometimes. But, like, I don't feel this way with Sarah J. Maas, and I know that I'm in the minority with that one. But that's why I'm, like, not excited to read Throne of Glass that much. Like, the only reason why it's on my radar is because I know everybody loves it. I just don't know. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Hello. I kind of want to read Assistant to the Villain, but, like, it's kind of a series. I don't know if it's, like, I don't know what it is. I think it's a series, though, and I'm like, why is it a series? I don't know. But it seems interesting. People are loving it. I also want to read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, but this one, at first, I had heard really good things about it. I heard people loved it. It was great, blah, blah, blah. Then I think I heard one person who was like, I didn't really like it. I think they DNF'd it. I don't even remember who it was. But I think it was something they weren't like, I'm now, and they didn't really like it. So now I'm like, I don't know if I want to read that. I do want to read it, but I just don't know. Like, it's not going to be, again, right now I'm trying to buy as little books as possible because I'm trying to read every book on my TBR card. So the more I buy, the more I have to read. Or, the more I buy, the more I have to read. Okay? And I love reading, but, like, I cannot read 20 books a month. I can't do it. So, and this is all a goal I'm putting on myself, so obviously that could change whenever, but you know what I'm saying. So, so when I try to buy as little books as possible, I'm trying to wait until, I think, January, to kind of buy all those books that I've been, to refill up my cart, basically, once I hopefully emptied it out. The problem with that is that obviously I can't buy every single book that's on my radar, and so this one I won't, like, race to buy the way I'll race to buy some other books. This one I won't race to buy, but, like, it's on the radar. It's a little bit on the radar, you know what I mean? Some of these I see are, like, interconnected standalones. Oh my gosh, sorry. This one I have to talk about because it's Shatter Me by Tara Mafi. I don't know how to say her name. I'm so sorry. My Touch is Power. Wow. It's Shatter Me, so, like, I'm sure everyone's heard about it. I don't even really know what it's about, and that's the thing. I think she has something where it can kill other people. I don't know if it's, like, a touch or, like, whatever it was. She can't touch people. I think it was what it was, but I don't know. I don't understand the premise. Like, what's the goal here? And so that's why I'm like, okay, well, like, I don't care that much about, like, missing it, but it's fine. It's fine. I gotta read it because it's, like, you know, one of those things you read. Apparently, like, the X-Hex here has multiple, and I think Set on You is interconnected. I don't know. But, like, interconnected standalones, we won't talk about right now, even if we talked about some. Anyway, guys, that's all of them. I honestly probably have a bajillion more just swirling in my brain somewhere, and then when I see it in store, I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah. Let me know. Help a girl out, because that was probably 25 books. Help your girl out, please. Tell me what you love. Tell me what to buy, please. I know I ask you guys to comment a lot, and no one ever does, but please comment and let me know which series you want to see, which one I should do reading vlogs on, which ones do you think I should read first, like which one's a necessity. That is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching this video. And yes, I'll see you next week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, nerds!